everyone, it's nearly Mother's Day, and if you're looking for a really lovely display that you can make for your mum, let me share how easy it is. I really love these colours, and even though my mum isn't here anymore, I know that these are the colours and the flowers that she would like. Once you've got your flowers, sometimes it's about getting the right vase to go with the flowers. Well, I've shown you how to do decoupage using tissue paper. I now want to share how to do it with fabric. Look at this gorgeous fabric here. Isn't that just beautiful? It's not too dominating, it's not too busy, but there's a lot of detailing. And then when you put the flowers with it, look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? There's just enough pink in there to just drift through and into the flowers. This type of fabric decoupage, honestly, it is so easy, and you can take a plain vase like this and transform it within moments. Let me share. Let me take this off. This is a bit of plastic that goes on and on and on. Right, so what I've done is I've just got I've got the fabric, and I've cut that fabric to the size of my vase. And you need enough so that when you glue that down, you've got enough overhang so that you don't see any of the glass. Put your glass down, get your fabric, and then just, oops, isn't that interesting how just taking the cap off makes life so much easier. You need a lot of PVA glue, and with a paintbrush, and I've used full strength. For the decoupage, you have to use like 50%, 50, yeah, it is 50% water, 50% PVA glue or Modpodge. But as I have discovered, not everybody can find Modpodge, but we can all find white craft glue, and you can get this from the hardware store, the stationery store. You can pretty much just get it from anywhere. Okay, and I've just looked at that, and I've got a queer eye. It isn't neat and tidy, but that's all right. Right, okay, take this down to the bottom, like so, and what you are going to do is you're just going to roll, and as you're rolling, take your hand and make sure that it's all neat and tidy and covered. And then when you get to the top, just bend all of those bits down. Now remember how I said that you've got to make sure that it overlaps? See what's happened because it hasn't overlapped? And do you know what I've just discovered? So silly. Do you know what I've done? I've done it the wrong way. Oh, well, it doesn't matter because I've already done one. But anyway, make sure that, like, sometimes I make mistakes, sometimes I make big mistakes. That can just stay onto there, but just make sure that is completely overlapped, and then just dip those bits in there. And I'm not going to worry about that. Do you know why? I've just had another idea. I might like to put a little bit of gold leaf down that seam there, which could be quite nice, couldn't it? Yes, Asta. Okay, so make sure that there's no bubbles in it. Get rid of all of those, and then let that just dry. And I've just got to tell you something else about this. Once you get sick of that, you can just soak it and take it off. So anyway, let that dry. I will get rid of my gluey hands, and I'll be back and I'll show you how to put the arrangement together. It's so easy. See you in a minute. Because I wasn't being neat and tidy about things, there's the odd little air bubble in there, but I'm not going to worry about that. But just a tip from me, when you're doing yours, make sure that you get rid of all of those air bubbles, and that's just a matter of just moving your hand and just finger and then just squeezing those all out. But anyway, there is my container. Isn't that just beautiful? Considering it started off with glass and it just took a little bit of fabric, and a little bit of glue, and there we have a nice container. Okay, let me just show you how easy it is to put this together. Now, because it's got that pink in there, the pink, I can also see some yellow. So if you're a bit stuck thinking, oh, what colors would I use? Choose your colors and then look into your fabric and then take that as your guide. The first to go into here are a couple of pieces of hops. I'm just going to bring those into there. Now, these are also new and I'm very excited about those. You might need to get your hands in there and just bend and manipulate those so that they've got a little bit of life that goes with them. I've also got some of these beautiful snowballs. So I'm going to bring one over and into there and just move that out there. And then with this one, I'll just take that over to that side. I have 2 roses, so I'm going to bring a rose down and into there, and I'll bring the other one over to the other side. Like, there is no hard and fast rules about putting flowers into a vase, but I kind of like things a little bit balanced, as if there was a line running through there, and what's happening on that side is happening on this side. Give or take. Don't be knocking yourself around, because, you know, as I always say, nothing in nature is perfect. So I've got 2 of these beautiful little pink ranunculus, which I'm going to put over to there, and I'm just going to get my hands in there and I'm just going to bend those out. And now I've got these. Look at these. Is that not the most beautiful flower that you have ever seen? I absolutely love it. And when I was creating these, this was one of my mother's most favourite flowers. And I think that I've put more love into this, designing this flower, than any other flower in the range, because I just know that if she was here, she would say, oh, look what you've got me. I'll stop it. Anyway, right, put those into there. I've got 3 of those. One can go there, one can go around and into there, and the other can go down and over there. Loose and informal. I just love it. Now, if you wanted to put a lily into here, I thought that a lily down and into there would be beautiful, just like so. And I'm just trying to decide whether I would want 2 in there. You know what? I think I would like 2. It's for Mum after all. And my mother was not into big things. She created this little thing called me, but she always liked little fine things. But I think that because this is for my mum, I think she'll just love it. But anyway, how is that for easy designing? I'll have a fiddle around and make it nice and neat. Now, to complete the picture, the other thing that I have done is I got an old dinner plate and I got another piece of the fabric, which I just, so put your fabric down, run around that with a pencil, cut it out, and then put the glue on to the plate, and then use your hands and just press all of the air bubbles out until you have something that's looking like that. Or the other thing that you can do is you can put it to the exterior or the underneath side of, this was a cut glass vase, and then when you hold it up, you can actually, it's almost like stained glass, and I haven't finished with this idea yet, but anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Now, to extend this out just a little bit further, what I love to do is to put the vase onto a plate, just extending it a little bit further, and then I've got this lovely little bowl here. And I just thought that I would like to put just a few tasty little morsely treats, and because I love marshmallows, look, you could also layer up some marshmallows down the bottom, and then Mum's got something lovely to nibble on. So from one mother to all the other mothers out there, I hope you have a beautiful Mother's Day, and I'll see you again another day. Oh, these are delicious.